Most people think a top-load washing machine cleans itself. Water goes in, soap goes in, clothes spin, water drains out, and everything must be clean, right? That's what almost everyone believes. But here's the uncomfortable truth that most homeowners in the United States don't realize until it's too late. A top-load washing machine can look perfectly clean on the outside while quietly turning into a hidden dirt factory on the inside. The smell you notice sometimes, the clothes that don't feel fresh anymore, the cycle that suddenly takes longer than it used to. None of that is random. It's your machine trying to tell you something, and today, you're finally going to understand exactly what is happening and how to fix it the right way. Let me start with a real story, because this is how most people end up here. A homeowner I know had a top-load washer for almost 6 years. No issues, no repairs, no leaks. Clothes came out clean enough, so he never questioned it. One summer though, something changed. Towels started smelling weird after drying. Gym clothes smelled fine when they came out, but an hour later, the odor came back. He tried switching detergents. He added fabric softener. He ran extra rinse cycles. Nothing worked. Finally, he lifted the lid during a wash cycle and what he saw shocked him. The water was cloudy, not from dirt on clothes, but from buildup releasing from inside the machine itself. That was the moment he realized the washer wasn't cleaning his clothes anymore. His washer needed to be cleaned. This is where your story starts too, because if your top-load washer is more than a few months old, it already has hidden buildup. Detergent residue sticks to the drum walls. Fabric softener coats internal surfaces like grease. Hard water minerals slowly harden inside pipes. Lint traps moisture in places air never reaches. And bacteria loves warm, dark, damp environments. Every wash adds another invisible layer. You don't see it right away. You smell it later. You feel it when clothes don't feel fresh. And you pay for it when the machine starts failing early. Before we touch anything, you need to understand one critical thing. Deep cleaning a top-load washing machine is not one step. It's a process. Anyone who tells you to just run vinegar is oversimplifying a problem that took months or years to build. We're going to break this down step by step, in the easiest possible way, so nothing feels complicated or overwhelming. Each step unlocks the next, and each part removes a layer you didn't even know was there. The very first mistake people make is starting the cleaning process with the lid closed and the drum empty, without checking what's actually inside the washer. So before any water, before any cleaner, you pause. Lift the lid and really look. Run your hand along the inside rim. Check under the lip where the drum meets the outer tub. This is where moisture hides. This is where detergent turns into slime. This is where smells are born. If your fingers come back slick, chalky, or slightly sticky, that's not normal. That's buildup, and it confirms you're doing this at exactly the right time. Now let's talk about water temperature, because this alone changes everything. Most people wash in warm or cold water. That's fine for clothes, but terrible for cleaning the machine itself. Cold water hardens grease. Warm water softens it but doesn't release it. For a real deep clean, you need hot water hotter than most normal wash cycles ever use. This heat wakes up the buildup. It softens layers that have been stuck for months. Without hot water, you're just masking smells, not removing causes. Once the tub begins filling with hot water, this is where the first simple but powerful hack comes in. Instead of dumping everything in at once, you let the water rise first. This allows cleaners to mix evenly instead of settling at the bottom. It sounds small, but this one change alone helps break buildup more evenly around the drum. When cleaners disperse properly, they reach areas you can't see behind the drum, under the agitator, and along internal walls. As the water fills, something interesting starts happening inside the machine. Old detergent residue loosens. Fabric softener films begin to melt. You might not see anything yet, but this is the calm before the release. This is why patience matters. Rushing this step is why people think deep cleaning didn't work. It did work, they just didn't give it time. Now, once the water level is full and the machine begins agitating, this is where the shock usually happens. Small flakes may appear. Gray clouds swirl through the water. Sometimes dark specks float to the top. That's not dirt from clothes. That's months or years of buildup breaking free. And this moment is important because it proves one thing. The smell was never your detergent. It was never your clothes. It was your washer. At this stage, many people panic and stop the cycle. That's a mistake. This is exactly what you want to see. The dirt must come out before it can be flushed away. Let the agitation continue. Let the water do the work. The goal here is not speed, it's release. After the first agitation, you pause the cycle and let everything soak. This soak is where deep cleaning really happens. While the machine sits, hot water continues softening hardened residue. Bacteria loses its grip. Mold spores weaken. Mineral deposits begin separating from metal and plastic surfaces. This is the moment where most of the damage is undone silently, without scrubbing, without tools, without disassembly. While the washer is soaking, this is the perfect time to move to the parts people always forget. The lid area, the rim, the hinges. These spots collect moisture but never get rinsed properly. A simple wipe here removes smells that people wrongly blame on the drum. This is also where you prevent future odor from returning. Clean machine, clean environment. Now let's talk about the agitator, because this part alone deserves attention. In many top-load washers, the agitator hides more dirt than the drum itself. Water flows around it, not through it. That means residue builds up underneath. If your washer allows the agitator cap to be removed, this step changes everything. Under that cap is trapped moisture, soap, and bacteria. Cleaning this area instantly improves wash quality and smell. Once the soak is complete, the drain cycle begins, and this is another moment that surprises people. The water that drains out often looks worse than expected. Murky, gray, sometimes with floating debris. This is the proof that the deep clean worked. That water carried away buildup that had no other exit. And once it's gone for good. But here's the thing most guides never tell you. One cycle is not the end. It's the beginning. Because once the first layer is removed, the second layer becomes exposed. This is where part 2 begins. Pipes, filters, drain pads, areas water flows through but never fully flushes. And this is exactly where we're going next. In the next part, you're going to discover what's hiding beyond the drum inside the drain system, the filter zone, and the water exit path. This is where bad smells return if ignored. This is where clogs begin. And this is where most washing machines quietly lose years of their lifespan. You've already done the hard part. Now it's time to finish the job the right way. By now, the drum and agitator have been soaked, scrubbed, and flushed. The murky water has carried away years of buildup. But if you think your job is done, think again. Most top-load washing machines have hidden areas where dirt, bacteria, and soap scum quietly accumulate, and these spots are the reason odors return within days or weeks. The first place to target is the filter and pump area. Many machines hide a small lint or debris filter near the bottom front or underneath a panel. This isn't just to catch loose lint. Over time, it traps hair, coins, tiny threads, and even mineral deposits. People rarely remove this filter, thinking it's not necessary. But here's the hack. Locate it, place a towel underneath, twist it out carefully, and rinse thoroughly with hot water. Use an old toothbrush to scrub stubborn buildup. You'll be shocked by what comes out: coins, tiny scraps of fabric, and soap residue that had been sitting for months. Cleaning this alone instantly improves drainage, reduces odor, and prevents future clogs. Sarah, the homeowner from part 1, said it was like opening a treasure chest of hidden dirt. Once that filter was clean, her washer spun smoother and drained faster immediately. Next, let's tackle the hoses and water pathways. Most people assume water flows perfectly from the tap to the drum, but in reality, small mineral deposits, leftover detergent, and lint slowly coat the inside of hoses. Over time, this restricts flow and strains the pump. Here's a simple genius hack. Detach the hoses from the back both inlet and drain and flush them with hot water. For stubborn buildup, use a flexible pipe brush if you have one. Even without tools, flushing with hot water removes layers that you can't reach otherwise. After this, reattach securely, and you'll notice the first improvement in water pressure inside the drum. Now we move to the tiny hidden crevices around the lid and rim. The top edge of the drum, where the lid meets the tub, is a dark, warm space perfect for mold and bacteria growth. Most people only wipe the lid and call it clean. The hack here is simple. Use a soft cloth or a toothbrush with a mild baking soda solution to scrub every corner. Even the hinges and small seams need attention. After this, rinse with hot water, wipe dry, and leave the lid open for at least 30 minutes after each wash. This step may seem small, but it is the reason odors come back quickly in otherwise clean machines. Now, let's talk about hard water buildup, which silently destroys washers across the U.S. If you live in a hard water area, minerals slowly coat the drum, pipes, and even the filter. Over months, this reduces cleaning efficiency and strains motors. Here's the hack. Once a month, run a hot cycle with a cup of white vinegar or citric acid. The hot liquid dissolves mineral deposits naturally without harming seals or metals. Many homeowners skip this step, and after a few years, their machine stops performing efficiently not because of age, but because of mineral buildup. After Sarah followed this routine, her washer felt completely different, quieter, smoother, and her towels came out fluffier than ever. Next up is the detergent drawer, even in top-load machines with a simple slot. Over time, detergent and fabric softener buildup hardens inside compartments, mixing with lint and trapped water. Removing and soaking it in warm water with a little baking soda solves this instantly. Many people try wiping it superficially, but soaking ensures every hidden corner is free of residue. Once replaced, detergent mixes better, water flows properly, and smells don't linger. It's another small step that has huge visible and invisible impact. Now we focus on load balance and cycle selection, which is often overlooked. Overloading your machine or uneven distribution of heavy items creates strain on the drum and motor. This slow wear is invisible but shortens the life of the washer significantly. A practical tip: heavy items like jeans, towels, or blankets should always be balanced with other items of similar weight. Avoid cramming multiple large items in a single load. It may seem minor, but doing this consistently extends the drum's life and prevents vibrations that loosen parts over time. After all these steps, it's time for a final hot rinse cycle. Fill the washer with the hottest water, add half a cup of baking soda or white vinegar, and run a short agitation cycle. Watch the water swirl. Any remaining residue is pulled away. The smell disappears instantly. The drum, hoses, filter, and hidden crevices are now truly free of buildup. This final rinse is essential. Skipping it means leftover cleaning agents or loosened gunk can settle again. Doing this every 2-3 months keeps your washer fresh and extends life dramatically. Finally, airflow after washing is key. Leaving the lid closed traps moisture, which encourages bacteria growth and odor recurrence. Make it a habit to leave the lid open for 30 minutes after each wash. Even this small step prevents most recurring problems and keeps your washer healthy for years. By now, you've seen the full truth. Top-load washing machines are not self-cleaning. Every hidden area drum, agitator, hoses, filter, detergent drawer, lid crevices collects buildup silently. But following these simple hacks, you can remove years of gunk, restore efficiency, and keep your machine running smoothly. Clothes come out cleaner, cycles are faster, and the dreaded smell is gone. And here's the kicker: if you keep up with these habits, monthly hot vinegar cycles, filter cleaning, lid open, balanced loads, your washer can last well beyond the expected 5 to 7 years, performing like it was brand new. Sarah, who started with a dirty, smelly machine, now runs her washer without fear of odors, slow drainage, or inefficient cycles. She calls it the most satisfying cleaning I've ever done. This concludes the deep cleaning process. But in the next video, we'll cover insider tricks for maintaining your washer long-term, preventing hidden buildup before it starts, and even hacks most repair technicians never reveal. By now, your top-load washing machine is cleaner than most people ever get theirs. The drum sparkles, the agitator is free of gunk, the filter is spotless, hoses are clear, and even the detergent drawer is pristine. But here's the reality: cleaning once is not enough to make your washer last for years. The real secret lies in maintenance habits that prevent buildup, odors, and mechanical problems before they ever start. Let's start with the hidden pipes and drainage system. Most top-load washers have areas water flows through but never fully flushes: tiny bends in hoses, internal traps, and connectors. These areas slowly accumulate minerals, lint, and leftover detergent. Even if your drum looks clean, these pathways may already be partially clogged. Here's the easy hack. Every 2-3 months, detach the hoses and flush them with hot water. Add a cup of vinegar to dissolve mineral buildup. Use a flexible pipe brush if needed. This ensures smooth water flow, faster cycles, and prevents foul odors from forming silently. Next, the lid and rim crevices. We touched on this before, but let's go deeper. Most odors start in these hidden nooks because water always lingers. Use a soft cloth or toothbrush with a vinegar solution to scrub inside every hinge, every seam, every tiny groove. Once wiped, leave the lid open for 30-60 minutes after each wash. This habit alone will stop 90% of recurring smells, even in humid U.S. climates. Now, hard water management. This is a silent killer of washers across the country. If you live in areas like Texas, California, or Florida, your washer sees hard water daily. Minerals slowly coat drums, hoses, and pumps, reducing efficiency. The hack is simple. Run a hot empty cycle once a month with a cup of white vinegar or citric acid. This dissolves mineral buildup naturally, without damaging seals or plastic. Doing this consistently prevents stiffness in clothes, keeps the drum spinning freely, and protects internal parts from unnecessary wear. Another powerful habit is load balancing. Most people overload their washers, thinking more clothes save time. Heavy items like jeans, towels, or blankets should always be evenly distributed with other medium weight items. This prevents unnecessary strain on the drum and motor. The difference is astonishing. Cycles become quieter, spin smoother, and bearings last much longer. Sarah, from our story, noticed that after balancing loads properly, her 5-year-old machine ran almost like a brand new unit. Let's talk about detergent and fabric softener habits. Overusing detergent is one of the most common reasons washers smell or clog. Too much detergent leaves residue, which attracts bacteria and forms slime over time. Hack: use 25-30 less detergent than recommended. For softeners, make sure they are dispensed properly and cleaned periodically. Even a small weekly wipe of the softener compartment prevents buildup that later requires deep cleaning. Now, a hack most people ignore: airflow and moisture management. After every wash, leave the lid open for at least 30 minutes. This ensures every part dries, preventing bacteria and mold from returning. Many homeowners close the lid immediately, thinking everything is done, and that's exactly when smells and buildup reappear. By giving the washer time to breathe, you prevent 80-90 of recurring issues. Finally, consider the long-term inspection routine. Every 2-3 months, check hoses for cracks, leaks, or mineral deposits. Inspect the drum for small scratches or rust spots. Check the filter and clean it. Wipe the lid and rim. Run a hot empty cycle with vinegar or baking soda. This small routine takes only 10-15 minutes but adds years to your machine's life and prevents expensive repairs. Sarah now treats it like a monthly washer checkup, and she hasn't had a smell, clog, or slow cycle in years. By following all of these steps: drum cleaning, filter maintenance, hose flushing, rim and lid scrubbing, load balancing, proper detergent use, hard water cycles, airflow, and monthly inspections, your top-load washer will last years longer than most homeowners expect. Clothes will smell fresh, cycles will finish faster, water will flow perfectly, and the dreaded odors will disappear for good. And here's the final, fully engaging outro. Imagine opening your top-load washing machine after a full day of work, tossing in your laundry, and knowing it will wash perfectly. No odors, no buildup, no slow drains, just pure clean water spinning efficiently. That's the power of a deep cleaned, well-maintained washer. You didn't just clean it, you reset it, restored it, and protected your investment. Most people wait until problems arise: smells, slow drainage, or broken parts. You didn't. You took control. You learned the hidden secrets inside your washer, removed years of buildup, and created habits that prevent issues before they start. Every wash will now be cleaner, faster, and more efficient. Remember the key steps: hot cleaning cycles, filter and hose maintenance, lid and rim scrubbing, load balancing, proper detergent use, airflow, and monthly inspections. Do this consistently, and your washer will feel brand new every time. So go ahead, open your washer, see the difference, and enjoy the satisfaction of a machine working at its peak. You've done more than clean, you've mastered it. And that's the real secret to fresh clothes, no odors, and a washing machine that lasts for years.